All right, so I read an article recently. I think his name was Mike Kinney out of New Jersey. He basically talked about three players that had very promising careers coming out of high school and going to college into the NBA. Khalil Whitney went to Kentucky. Scottie Lewis went to Florida. Brian Antoine, he's at Villanova. All right, three promising careers, all projected to be lottery picks going into this year's draft. All right, all three of them McDonald's All-Americans, all out of the state of New Jersey last year. All right, so top 15, top 20 in their class last year. All right, so they had all this promise last year, and this year in college hasn't gone really well for them. All three different paths. All right, just a little background of them as far as how their college careers went so far. So Scottie Lewis, he started all year for the most part, and he just struggled with the speed of the game, and the knowledge of the game. All right, it just moved really fast for him, and he struggled because of it. His athleticism didn't get him by like it did in high school, and he struggled because of it. All right, that cut and dry. Brian Antoine, if you follow Villanova, he was just hurt most of the year. All right, again, like the physicality looked like it was a little too much for him. All right, nothing like high school where he was probably the most athletic guy on the court outside of his teammate Scottie Lewis. This was different. College is grown men. All right, and he really couldn't take the pounding of college, so he was hurt most of the year, so he didn't play. And Khalil Whitney went to Kentucky. He started. He started. They moved him out of a position that he thought put him out of position, but yeah, he eventually ended up leaving the team halfway through the year. Just left the team halfway through the year, and now he's currently put himself in the NBA draft and hired an agent. All right, so my point being is three different paths. All right, all had the same goal, all still have the same goal. All right, and they're currently struggling. All right, in that dynamic. Now, before I start, I want to say I'm not trying to be negative about these kids, but what's happening to them right now is a very, very high percentage of reality. All right, and I think 98% of the kids in this world don't understand that. All right, you have to be special to make it to the NBA, and you still might not make it. That's how good you have to be to make it to the NBA and be successful. Now, from what I've seen with these guys in high school, they look like really hard-working kids, all right, and they're going to try to figure it out. But my point being is, it is hard. It is very hard, all right. Again, three lottery picks they were projected this year, right? Two of them is going back to college, which I think is really smart, all right. And the third one is putting his hat in the draft, all right. Who am I to say whether they're right? He's right or wrong for putting his hat in the draft? But this isn't necessarily about those three kids. This is about the 98% out there that thinks that I could just show up and I'll make it to the NBA. It doesn't work like that. How are you going to separate yourself, right? These probably three of the top athletes I've seen in New Jersey in the past 5 years, and that's saying something, right? They all get to college, and that athleticism isn't getting you where it got you in high school anymore. So now what are you going to do, right? Are you going to use your brain? All right, where's your fundamentals at? Have you ever learned fundamentals? All right, have you ever learned the little nuances of basketball, which is going to make you great and separate you? The reason Michael Jordan and Kobe and LeBron is so great, it's not because of their athleticism. It's really not. This guy's around that's as athletic as them. You know what separates them? It's the little things. It's the fundamentals. Kobe Bryant might have had the best footwork you ever seen in your life, ever in your life. And this is a guy that's great, that's averaging 30 points a game, right? Because he worried about the little nuances of the game. And that's what most of you kids don't understand. It is extremely hard to do this. It is extremely hard. All right. So like I said, they still have a chance. I'm not saying that they won't make it or whatever like that, but you see, the hoopla you heard about them last year isn't happening the same way now. All right, because they had a down year, and they could rebound from it. They could rebound from it. But I just want you all to know and follow their stories. See, look how hard it is to get to that place. This is extremely hard. And last thing before I go, parents, And guys close to these kids, do your due diligence and do what's best for the kid. All right, I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of who was right and who was wrong. And again, that's not my place. All right, but do these kids, you're the adults. You're the adults. These kids don't know. All right, and that's where guidance come into play. These kids don't know. Do not set these kids up for failure and put them in a situation for them to not succeed. Okay, they're kids. They're energetic. All right, they don't know what's ahead. We are grown adults. Okay, help these kids make the right decision and put them on the right path. Put them on the right path. But I just wanted to say that. Subscribe to the channel. Look at all the previous videos that I got up. All right, comment below anything that you say. Please follow these kids, because from what I saw, they was really good kids, and they're still good kids, and they're hard workers, and I hope they make it. I really do. I hope they make it. But the reality is the reality. The NBA is hard. It is very hard. All right, and it's a small portion of your life. Remember that. It's a small portion of your life. Even if you make it, it's not even a quarter of your life. All right, so what else are we going to do? Don't live and die with that. All right, if you want to do what you want to do, but understand it's a small portion of your life, and it's an even smaller percentage that get there. All right, and if you're going to get there, make sure you give 150% to do it. And if you're not going to give 150, go take a cooking class or something like that. All right, until next time, guys.